What should we start with? Should we start with the presenters that you were kind of like, what are you doing? You know?
Or do you want to just put me in timeout right off the bat?
All right, you go in timeout first because you misidentified one of the presenters. But you weren't too far off.
Okay, so I can tell you exactly what happened. Okay, so first of all, the presenters in question are Andrew Garfield and Goldie Hawn. Okay, she's already laughing at me.
Because you had put it into our show outline as, let's see, Andrew Garfield and Kate Hudson was an awkward moment. What was going on there? And I'm like, what are you talking about? No, you were close. It was Kate Hudson's mom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They look very much alike.
Sure. I was trying to give my son, who was sitting next to me, context of who she was, because he's like, I don't know who that is. And I'm like, oh, that's Kate Hudson's mom. And then I realized he didn't even know who Kate Hudson was. But as I was typing, I wrote Kate Hudson, and that's what happened. And I was laughing later when you called me out on that.
Totally buy it.
But what was going on in that moment?
I don't know, but it seemed like he was trying to help Grandma.
It did.
Like she stopped participating completely, it felt like.
Well, and he started by just complimenting her.
Yeah, because his mom, who had passed away, loved her.
Which was lovely. But also I had a moment. So I'm always thinking about this with presenters. Are they following the script? Is this scripted, or did they go rogue on this? Like, what is going on?
Or they're just good actors, because I was like, is he just hitting her with that right now? The compliment? And then it seemed like she wanted to move it along. And then she's like, I can't see.
Yeah, she's like, I can't see.
Cataracts.
The teleprompter. So that was my second question is, do you show up at the Oscars as a presenter without whatever kind of eyewear you need in order to read the teleprompter?
And there's rehearsal,
right?
too.
They rehearse this. And then if you can't read the teleprompter, you're an actor. Do you not memorize it? Like, don't you memorize your lines?
Right. That is so crazy to me, because then she was just standing there for the rest of the time. And
I don't mean to be cruel. She looked great. She was happy. It was, lovely.
She might have been drunk. I don't know.
Who knows?
I mean, do they serve alcohol at these things? That's the middle of the afternoon. I don't know.
That's true. I don't know.
Oh.
But it was just a moment. I'm sure they have alcohol backstage for sure.
Or in the limo.
Yeah. But that was to me a very awkward and confusing moment. And I thought Andrew Garfield kind of did it seemed like he was taking care of Grandma.
Yes. Like almost like she was a prop.
Yeah, he was like, come here, just stand here.
Just stand here.
I'm going to say some nice things.
I got you.
I'll read your lines for you.
So weird. Okay.
It was odd.
So that was kind of odd.
Yeah.
And then,
oh, wait, can I say one more odd one that we did not list?
Please.
The song people from Amelia Perez, when at the end of their speech, they started singing.
I know.
I was like, oh, stop, please, please stop, please stop. It's awkward. It was awkward. Am I right?
Yes.
I don't mean that to be rude.
Now, listen, and I don't know what this man's story is. How about the guy who won for The Brutalist? I think he was a composer, composed the music.
Oh, he was so nervous.
That guy, I felt so bad for him.
He was shaking. He was so nervous.
Oh.
Like probably one of the biggest moments of his life. And I get it, right? Like, if you're not a person,
you're someone who blends in.
Yeah, you're doing the music. Like you're doing you're not in front of people often.
Right.
And then to be in that big of a room with that many people, my husband actually said that, because my son said he's shaking, and my husband goes, I would be too. And I thought, that's intimidating.
You're right.
I felt sad for him.
Aw. But he won.
So that was awesome.
Conflicted. Okay, so the Best Actor award went to Adrian Brody for The Brutalist.
Yep.
You know what's The Brutalist? That speech. I'm sorry, he did say some good things eventually.
Yes.
But Colleen, that speech was 5.5 minutes long.
Okay, and this is where I got mad about it, Donna, is all the people who got played off, who didn't even get to get in front of the microphone because they only got 15 seconds. And I get it, he's Best Actor, but when he shouted down the music and was like, I've done this before, I was like, okay,
sir.
that was a weird move. And then he went into really important content, but I thought, put that on the front. If that's the most important thing for you to say.
There was a lot of, okay.
He was soaking up the moment.
And
he said,
really
I'll be
left
quick.
a bad taste in my mouth. Oh, yeah, okay.
And then he wasn't quick.
I was getting like having a reaction that was like, shut up, get off the stage, like prepare.
Yes.
You were a shoo-in practically for this award. Why were you not prepared? I don't understand.
It was a very self-indulgent, that's what it was.
You know what it reminded me
What?
of?
What?
Holy Steve Patterson at Project Down and Dirty Comedy. Were you there, Colleen?
Yes, I was. Because I went on after him. Did I go on after him? I don't remember.
Maybe it was Jason. I don't know.
I don't remember. Not right after him. I didn't go right after him. But he was...
First of all, we were all allotted a certain
I'll
amount
tell
of
you
time.
exactly how much time we were allotted. It was 5 minutes. We were told to do a tight 5. Steve did a loose 30, I think. You're right. It was. And then when we were like, time to be done, Steve. Was Steve done?
Nope.
No, Steve was not done.
I think Julia went on stage
and pulled him off of a hook. No, she didn't. If we would have had a hook, we would have used it.
I think it was a broom.
It was a broom. And people were throwing shoes at him. He just kept going. He had funnies to say.
It reminded me a little bit of that, where it's like, okay, now you're being a little self-indulgent.
Yeah.
You're thinking that your time is more valuable than the next award, you know?
Yes.
It was really bugging me, so much so that the important message that he had went pretty much unheard by me.
Right.
Sadly.
Agreed. And again, if that was the important message, start with the important message.
Right.
And then pivot to your thank yous.
Pivot.
But again, people who won, and I'm going to put this in loose quotes because I don't believe it, lesser awards.
Right. Or more behind the scenes, that type of thing.
Had been played off and just had no choice but to obey it and leave the stage with members of their party not even able to speak.
Yeah.
But Adrian Brody took his time.
I know, and that embarrasses me too. And they shut the mic, the third guy who's about to go.
And he just shrugs he's like, well,
if you're number 1 or number 2 speaking, aren't you going to be very aware of the time so that your co-producers...
Donna, I have to tell you something.
Okay.
I don't think other people in the world pay attention to time like we do. Like when you live and die by a clock,
That's
I don't
true.
think...
Which we do.
We do. I just don't think everybody understands the passing of time in the same way. And so they might think... What people think takes 5 seconds doesn't take 5 seconds. Right. So, and if I'm being honest, they should all rehearse.
Listen to us.
So everybody gets
Hollywood
to speak.
How to be Hollywood.
Do it better, Hollywood.
Just be better, Hollywood. Really.
Rehearse.
And Adrian Brody, come on now, sir.
Yeah. Do better.
Do better. Mm-hmm. And congratulations.
And also good job. Great work. Keep it up.